A joke so practical that the person you prank can only admire its practicality.
Yeah. Following these events, delegates from the villages throughout Otago gathered together to offer Otago City their aid. Among them were Fatima, Mustafa, and even Ciaris. Adel decided to survey the city and speak with its residents and visitors to determine the best course of action. Pretty sure you guys aren't supposed to be outside. Like,
What are you talking about? Listen, it's fine. Listen, the air just tastes purple, okay? That's all.
that's a fair point. I never imagined she was the one behind all this. And she's the last in line of Iskan elders, no less. I thought they were all dead and gone. I can't say I'm not surprised myself. It is our duty as the surviving members of Iska to protect the balance of Otago in the stead of the late elders. That's what I believed, and why I stayed hidden for over 200 years observing the changes that befell Otago. But our elder line actually survived, and now the current elders is trying to summon the wind of destruction. They knew everything, as if it were all according to some grand design. They even know that Adel was in possession of the stones. And it seems as if those stones have some bearing on the right they're attempting to invoke. Ciarius, do you have any idea what the connection may be? My apologies, but I do not. It seems the elder family of Iska had a great secret that was passed down from generation to generation. A secret on which rests the fate of all Otago. Perhaps it is something so important that they could not even tell their own people. I have no idea what it could be. Nonetheless, it is clear that the girl and the traitor are planning to bring destruction. With the Prime Minister and countless others murdered in cold blood, Otago's balance is more tenuous than ever. They are serious, and they have clearly demonstrated an utter lack of remorse. Personally, I don't care what they're planning to do. I won't let them get away with making a fool out of me. Still, I have to concede that he's a much stronger fighter than anyone I've run into before. We need to be careful.
Adel's right there. That's true. He got beat too. Never mind.
What are you gonna do from here on out, Adel? Yeah. Hold on, man. That was a no condition too. I wasn't asking you. You two need to get it together fast. It would have been better if I were chosen to be the Dragon Warrior. That was Ciaris' original plan, if I'm not mistaken. Oh dear. So you knew all along, didn't you? Well, I must admit that I thought perhaps you were qualified, seeing the success you've shown in mastering the Iskan arts. But Adel was chosen before I had a chance to act. If you can't step up to the challenge, then I suggest you leave Otago's fate to someone who can. At least that way, you won't get involved in affairs that don't concern you, like that girl pointed out. It's the most sensible decision. Adel reached a decision and expressed his intention to see this ordeal through to the end. Everyone's saying my name today.
Yeah, it's just everyone saying Adel.
You really are crazy. I knew you wouldn't give up so easily. If that's the case, then we'll help you out however we're able. You can count on us. Adel, thank you. Unfortunately, with no knowledge of the enemy's true motives, there aren't that many options available to us. First, we must keep the situation in Otago City from getting any worse. And even though it's exactly what your opponent wants you to do, I suggest you continue on as you have been. Yeah. Maybe we'll be able to figure out what Tia's really after. But that'd mean, yes, that you must still visit the sea and moon dragons. As I said before, though, we know virtually nothing about the moon dragon at this point, short of that it exists. But the sea dragon can be found within its sanctum on the Ruins Island. For that, I am certain. I see. But we really need help from the elder of the tribe that reveres the sea dragon in order to enter the sanctum, don't we? With his majesty gone, that leaves me.
What timing?
Aisha, are you okay? I'm fine. I can't just sulk around at a time like this. I checked on Sigrun and the general before coming here. Their wounds are deep, but I'm told they aren't fatal, and they're in good hands. Really? Father, I'm so relieved. A lucky break, considering what happened. Sirius, right? It's nice to meet you. I'm the Princess of Altago, Aisha Sara Adonis. I'd like to take part in this as the Elders of Adona in place of my late father. Pleasure to make your acquaintance, Your Royal Highness. But are you certain? If the sovereign of this kingdom is absent from the capital in such times, it's true that the city is in terrible shape, but this is much more serious than saving just one city. It may be a bit of an odd request, but I'd like to ask that you look after the city in my absence. With the elders of Shinoa, Sigrun, and Iska here, I have little to worry about. I understand and will oblige. Little me? Well, alright, let's do this thing. If any more monsters show up, my warriors will take care of them. Thank you. I'll be able to rest easy knowing that you three are looking after my affairs. Adol, Dogi, I look forward to accompanying you again. There may not be much I can do, but we need to press on. Aisha. Damn straight. Let's kick some fate.
Kick fate.
Yep.
Kick it.
Kick it while it's
Fine.
down. I guess it's off to Ruins Island with us then. Will you even be able to charter a ship with the harbor in shambles as it is? Yes, but the naval and merchant ships are under heavy repairs and won't be seaworthy for some time. I did, however, manage to find a small boat like the one we used last time. Yeah, perfect. I've been hoping to host another pleasure cruise. So what are we waiting for? All aboard the SS Wave Crusher 2 is ready for departure.
Yeah.
There we go.
You know, the wave crusher.
You should join your party.
Also,
Oh, join your party.
how are 7 people gonna fit on that boat?
Crucially, join your party. Oh, sure, join your party.
Why not? Why you could have just said everyone joins your party. Literally everyone.
Yeah.
Anyway, bye, Dogi.
Immediately replaced.
It's just how it be, you know.
Did I have a new bow for you? I think.
Did you buy it?
No, I didn't.
You didn't.
Okay,
You didn't buy it.
that's fine.
Anyway, hey, look, training ring too.
Right. Just continue
I know
training
how
her
this
skills
goes.
up. Yep. Ooh. Getting there. All right. Yep. Well, that was a twist I actually didn't expect.
Yeah,
That's a good twist.
it's a good twist.
I respect that twist.
If nothing else, Falcom can write a story.
Yes. A bad twist would have been Commander Raud being the evil behind everything.
Yeah, they sure were pointing you in that direction. The Prime Minister, you mean?
No, his son.
Really?
That would have been a bad
Prime
twist.
Minister, because the Prime Minister isn't evil either.
I
He's
mean,
just greedy.
he's pretty bad.
You can view it as evil, but it's his goal is not to destroy everything, right?
Yeah. His
You might want to
goal.
consider going and buying some healing items, all those healing items you spent.
Yeah, I did just spend a whole lot of them, didn't I? For no reason other than I
Well,
didn't know
I thought the
supposed to
fight
lose
was
that.
winnable.
Yeah, I mean,
That's the reason.
you have to go in thinking it's winnable, and then be like, oh no, I can't.
Because again, with East games, it could very well be winnable.
Yeah, it really
They
could.
like to make hard fights that are actually winnable,
They do that.
optionally winnable.
Yeah.
That's I was like, why can't you make any of those? Oh, because you. It's fine.
Yeah.
I forgot that the yeah, just buy all of them. Let's go. And then you're gonna find exclusively chests that just contain these items.
Right? Okay. Bought all that stuff. Now, do I go get some money so I can get some new weapons? Because there's no shop on that island.
Certainly isn't. You could certainly do with that if you wanted. Put
Get some-
the
get some money.
put the rings on everyone and just go beat some stuff up.
Bandit gloves, you mean?
They're all rings. Look at the icon.
We'll see. They are
Actually,
all
those
rings,
are more like brooches.
Yeah. Look at this gavel souls. It's +8 now.
+8.
All right.
So, what's the strongest area? Probably the wind sanctum.
Yeah, just going through that murder things.
I would imagine anyway.
Yeah. This one, probably?
Yeah, wind sanctum. Yeah.
Murder some things. Stuff over here to murder, yep. There we go.
There we go.
Here comes the
All
money.
right. So now, since we're in the grinding portion of this
Yes. The stream.
playthrough, what have you been doing lately?
So I've, since we last talked, well, last
Yeah.
played this game, I have gone
Yeah.
through some more Trails of the Sky.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a good game. It continues to be a really good game. Currently, I am in chapter 3, which is, for those who don't know, the second to last section of the game.
Yeah. There's only 4 chapters.
There is only 4 chapters, so I am nearing. Well, I'm at the point where it's like, got to get everything ready for the end.
Well, I mean, there's still the final.
There is still the
City.
final chapter, but you personally recommended that I take some time to sort everything out now, I believe? Like in this chapter?
Well, no, I said you can start planning. Essentially, you can start planning your builds now.
Right, because you actually have access to things.
I don't think there's any more party members. I think you have them. So
Yeah.
now you can be like, all right, who do I want to use, right?
I mean, I still only have
what-
my 3.
Right, it's only 3 right now, but you've seen them all.
Okay.
I think you've seen them all.
Probably. I mean, it's the Bard guy, it's,
Yeah,
Shara.
yeah. Shara, Agate, Shara, Agate, Olivier.
And the new cannon girl. I forgot her name off the top of my head.
Tita,
Yeah, Tita.
and then
Is there another one?
Chloe.
Oh, right, Chloe. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's all of them. Wait, no, there's one more. Because you're not done with chapter 3 yet, right?
No.
Okay, so there's one more if you don't know who it is. Okay, you should get them by the end of chapter 3.
Right. So I'm there. I am.
Yeah, you're pretty much there.
Looking at the story.
And it's just like what I said is look up how to get like look up the spell look up the arts in the game and try to pick out the ones you want and then make a plan for
Right.
who's going to have what. Because it starts being really important to have good arts like into
Oh, yeah.
chapter 4 into the final dungeon.
I can definitely see where that's coming from, because at this point where I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. Well, actually, this most recent tower in the Trails of the Sky game, at least, there are these towers that are basically dungeons.
Yeah.
And I assume that they will have kind of plot relevance in the second chapter, considering that each of them has this weird device thingy on the top that I think are like teleport points if you go to the other towers or something. That's my theory.
Interesting. Thinking ahead.
Yeah.
This is certainly a game series where that sort of thing is viable. Thinking ahead, I'll just say right now, without saying, well, Aisha's almost dead, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Without saying what it is, like so that I don't spoil anything.
Yeah.
There are plot points that happen in second chapter
Yeah.
that come up again in Cold Steel 3.
What the
That
hell?
is 6 games later.
I gotta respect Falcom. Like, that's just crazy.
There are characters.
Right,
in-
because Cold Steel is in the Empire, right?
yeah,
It's on the other side of the border.
I'm not gonna say anything else.
Okay.
That would be spoiling things. So
I mean,
there are plot
look,
points.
That's good. I appreciate the effort and time they put into the lore and the story and how things connect.
Yeah. So here's the thing, right? We got Sky 1 and 2. Sky 3 is like its own thing,
Is it?
right?
Okay.
It's self-contained. There's only one new character, I believe, in Sky 3.
Right.
Like it's just the entire Sky 2 party
Plus one more.
and plus one more, and then there's actually like other characters, not party members in 2 that are party members in 3, right?
Yeah.
So just Sky 3 is its own thing, sitting off on the side. It's important to the plot, but like it's kind of self-contained. Sky 1 and 2, right? And then Crossbow 1 and 2. And then Cold Steel 1 and 2 all happen, and then Cold Steel 3 and 4 tie all of those things together.
Oh dear.
It's great. It's a huge payoff for the series.
You know, honestly, after getting into Dragon Quest XI, the most recent
Yeah.
one,
Yeah.
I've started really enjoying these RPGs. Like, it was more or less the gateway into me, like, really sitting down
you
and
sort of got
exploring
into
them.
you got into a classic Final Fantasy kick after that. I noticed.
Yeah,
Which, classic Final Fantasy, good stuff.
it's good stuff, that's for sure. And then playing through this series, Yeast, specifically on stream, introduced me to Falcom, and
Yeah,
I'm enjoying their work.
good.
It's been good.
Yeah, and I'm even still finding out stuff from Falcom.
Oh, I bet.
I've been playing through I played through the entirety of Zwei 1. I'm playing through Zwei 2 right now.
So do those
And while
are those self-contained stories? They're like not, they don't have any like lore. They don't take place like in the Trails universe or the world or anything. It's just its own thing.
Here's the thing
Oh,
with
dear.
that.
Oh dear.
No, just before I played Cold Steel 4, I would have said no.
Oh dear. Okay.
But some
So
stuff happens in Cold Steel 4 that makes me suddenly that's not a hard no. That's a
so
and we'll get there.
yeah, we'll get there. I'm
But-
appreciating the lore
but here-
tie-ins
here's
to
the-
these games.
Yeah. But there, at the very least, there are some Easter eggs. Like I
Okay.
showed you that thing. I showed you that thing from Zwei 1, right? Which was the arcade game that was just the typing of Ys, which was
Oh,
an
yeah,
Ys typing
yeah.
game. So there's that. But that aside, do you remember Ys Origin, Ys 1, Ys 2, like the major magical artifact? Remember what it was called?
Not
Like,
off the top
that
of
was
my
a
head.
plot point.
Not off the top of my head.
Okay. Do you remember? You remember like what it looked like at least? Like it wasn't the thing that you like used. It was the thing that the goddesses had. If that helps. It's been a while, so I can completely understand.
It's been a while. So
All right. So
why don't you just give it to me?
so the Black Pearl.
Okay, the Black Pearl,
So I found the Black Pearl in Zwei 2.
like the actual Black Pearl.
Yes.
Oh God. Okay.
It might just be an Easter egg.
Have
'cause
you
it was
gotten
just
to
like
the
a-
point where it's usable,
No.
or is it?
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's just like a display
so
item.
I found. So basically, it's in that game. You go around and you collect treasure because you're playing as a treasure hunter.
Okay.
And what you do is you donate all the treasure you find to a museum, and they pay you for it.
Okay. Okay.
So you can just see the Black Pearl in the museum.
It's there.
It's just
Okay.
there. So it could just be an Easter egg.
I mean, given how this world seems to work, where like literally every region seems to have its own like contained magic nonsense, and the fact that there are things that tie them together, like geese appearing in this world, like in this section of the world, as well as Adel tripping and falling everywhere. This is why it might just take place in this world.
So here's the thing. Definitely, they're not the same because Zwei, the world of Zwei, I forget the Grandvalen, I think is the name of it, is a bunch of floating islands in the sky.
Okay.
Definitely not the same as Ys.
Okay.
Definitely not the same as...
Maybe it's just a Easter egg then.
It could just be an Easter egg. However, Cold Steel 4 happened, and now I'm like, eh?
Okay.
I'm not going to say anything else, because that would be ruining it.
There's the other thing, where it's like, I'm really enjoying the whole, like, little strings that are getting pulled together. Like, the meme where it's, like, the guys at the corkboard and there's, like, red string everywhere.
Yeah.
It's like, after reading Sanderson, I'm starting to really enjoy that. And having Ys itself is its, like, own contained version of that.
Yeah. It's, honestly, Ys is pretty straightforward. So, it's less that. But, Trails is definitely that.
Okay.
So, you'll get there.
I'm enjoying it. It's like, as I said, I'm most of the way through Trails in the Sky, first chapter, and I'm seeing these things where it's like, these guys are being mind controlled. There's like this evil organization behind the scenes, and I'm like, there's no way I'm getting to the end of this in this game. There's like no way. There's too much stuff.
Yeah.
So, I'm enjoying it. It's really good. And honestly, the gameplay, the combat, and all of that, it's not even, like, that outdated. Like, you can tell it's old, but it's really playable.
You can tell it's old. What, it has a turbo button built into the game.
It does have a turbo button, and I could just be saying it's really playable to the fact that I played a game with dynamic combat with no attack button, and I might just be able to put up with it.
So, honestly, the core gameplay of Trails doesn't change. They just add interesting things on top of it.
Yeah, like, I think in Cold Steel you said that the battle map is not a tile grid system, it's just like a freeform.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
And also there's like every game adds stuff to the combat.
Right.
Or at the very least, what I should say is that the Crossbow games add on to the Sky games, and the Cold Steel games add on to the Crossbow games.
Gotcha.
I should say. So there's stuff that constantly gets added on. There's always some new thing, right?
Yeah.
So it's never stale. Even if it's just kind of basic in the first game, right?
Yeah.
That's all.
I mean, it is the first game.
Yeah.
Is Trails in the
Well,
Sky
it's not
the
first
oldest?
game.
Yeah, is Trails in the Sky the earliest port of the series, or is there an earlier version, or like an earlier era?
I would have to go back and double check for Legend of Heroes 1 and 2, but
Right.
3, 4, and 5 are all on the PSP.
Okay.
Trails in the Sky. Technically, the way their numbering system works, Trails in the Sky 1, 2, and 3 are all Legend of Heroes 6.
You mean like
I don't know how that works, but
okay.
because then the Crossbow games are both 7, and then all 4 Cold Steel games are 8.
Right.
So
Are those all ported to PC, or?
yes.
Okay.
Well, all the Cold, yeah. So every game,
all Cold Steel
every
and
game
Sky.
from Trails in the Sky is on PC.
Gotcha. Okay. Now I'm just really looking forward to getting to the end of Cold Steel, because
Don't, I mean,
don't rush it.
Yeah, don't rush it. Like, you might get burnt out because it's 9
Yeah.
games.
Yeah, I mean, I've been taking my time in Trails in the Sky. Like, I haven't played it in 2 days. I'm taking my time.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Because I don't want to get burned out on it. It's that good.
Yeah.
Usually I will sit there and burn out on a game real fast, but with this, I'm not. It's really worth it to play it in its own time and its own pace. So yeah, that's Trails in the Sky and the Trails series mostly. Have you been playing anything other than basically randomizers, or have you found something else?
I mean, aside from
randomizers
Zwei. And Zwei, no.
Okay. So there's this game that we played a while back, and it was like a one-shot kind of filler game. It's called Deep Rock Galactic. They've done a ton of content.
Yeah, they sure have.
And I was playing it earlier today and like yesterday. They've come quite a ways from when we played it last.
Yeah, I mean, we played it, what, early last year?
I think so.
Yeah. That's a long time for a game that's been constantly getting updates
since then. They've added a couple new regions, a bunch of new enemies. And recently they came out with this whole, like, rival company that's also on the planet to mine stuff, and you encounter their, like, robotics over there, and you gotta fight them. It's a fun little thing.
Yeah.
They're doing good. And I just wanted to shout it out again because it's a really great game. It's a 4-player co-op, like, planetary mine game where you go in on a mission, achieve an objective, and then get out before all the bugs come and get you.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
So it's a fun little game.
You know, if you just go touch the save point, you'll instantly heal, right?
You know, I did not realize that. You know, if I'd known this sooner, this would have saved so much time.
I must not have noticed.
Until now.
Until now, yeah.
The funny part is I literally teleported to that thing to get here.
Yeah.
So.
Oh well.
Yeah, oh well.
Are you gonna grind all the way to 1,000,000? You're only a fifth of the way there.
Only a fifth.
And there's more dungeons coming up.
Yeah, I just want to get enough to where I'm like.
Your new weapons, right?
The new weapons are what, 50k?
50. So you should be all right now.
Yeah, I should be fine now. It just, I guess I get into the habit of that because I was grinding shiny palms over in Trails recently.
Well,
Shadow
okay.
Spear is such a great ability.
Yeah, Shadow, yeah.
I had it where both Tita and Joshua had it.
Oh, wow.
I don't need
Wait, you're having Tita on casting?
it.
Tita has a big gun.
She has a big gun. So I actually
am I wrong, or does it have an AoE blind skill that's like way better than?
It does.
Yeah, you could just.
I had it because she had enough slots to get it so where she can get Shadow Spear easily.
I see.
So I was just using her to grind out.
Yeah, sure. Makes sense.
This one.
But yeah, her AoE blind is like way good. Like that does work.
I can tell.
Bosses. Yeah.
Because there's the ability
anyway.
what is it, White Genna? It's like this AoE,
yes,
and it
White
has like
Genna.
a confusion or something on it.
So White Feint, I think, because that's what
Feint,
usually.
yeah. That is
That's usually
so strong.
So that one is like once you get that on Joshua, you're done. Like.
Yeah, that's what I have on him right now.
Yeah.
I have him spec straight into like all of its time.
All time. Yep.
And like a little bit here and there because of all the other time pieces have some extras on them.
Some space
that's
in
it.
Mirage, usually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. That's it, though.
Yeah, no, that's all you need. Time's real strong in the first game. There's only one Mirage skill, and it's underpowered and overcosted. And I don't remember if there's any good space skills, so...